Welcome to the latest edition of Oncology Updates, covering breakthroughs in the past 2 weeks, brought to you by Lucid Quest. In Canada, Novartis reported progress for Kisqali, also known as ribociclib. Kisqali is approved by Health Canada as of June 2025 for adjuvant treatment of hormone receptor-positive, HER2-negative stage 2 to 3 early breast cancer at high risk of recurrence, in combination with an aromatase inhibitor. Canada's drug agency, CDA-AMC, has now issued a positive draft recommendation supporting public reimbursement for eligible high-risk early breast cancer patients. If finalized, this could shape payer decisions and access across provinces. In the United States, Relay Therapeutics announced that the FDA granted breakthrough therapy designation for zovegalisib, also called RLY-2608, in combination with fulvestrant. The designation applies to patients with PIK3CA mutant, hormone receptor positive, HER2 negative advanced breast cancer whose disease has progressed after a CDK4/6 inhibitor based on the company's Rediscover Phase 1/2 program. Breakthrough status may help accelerate development and review as additional data mature. In Europe, AstraZeneca said the CHMP issued a positive opinion recommending approval of a perioperative Imfinzi regimen for resectable early gastric and gastroesophageal junction cancers. The recommendation is supported by Matterhorn, a Phase 3 study with 948 patients, evaluating perioperative durvalumab plus FLOT chemotherapy versus chemotherapy alone in resectable stage 2 to 4 gastric or gastroesophageal junction cancers. The CHMP cited event-free survival and overall survival benefit versus chemotherapy alone. Also in the United States, Exelixis announced the FDA accepted for review a new drug application for zanzalintinib plus atezolizumab in previously treated metastatic colorectal cancer that is not MSI high. The filing is based on Stellar 303, a Phase 3 trial enrolling 901 patients that randomized zanzalintinib plus atezolizumab versus regorafenib. The FDA set a standard review PDUFA target action date of December 3, 2026. Next, Krystal Biotech reported that the FDA granted Regenerative Medicine Advanced Therapy, or RMAT, designation to KB707 for advanced or metastatic non-small cell lung cancer. The company cited early clinical evidence from KYNITE-1, evaluating inhaled KB707, described as a redosable immunotherapy aimed at localized interleukin-2 and interleukin-12 expression. In Japan, Daiichi Sankyo announced a supplemental NDA submission to the Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare for Datroway, also known as datopotamab deruxtecan. The submission targets first-line metastatic triple-negative breast cancer in patients not eligible for immunotherapy and is supported by TROPION-Breast02, a Phase 3 trial with 644 patients, comparing Datroway versus investigators' choice chemotherapy. Back in the United States, Merck announced an FDA approval for pembrolizumab in platinum-resistant ovarian cancer. The FDA approved KEYTRUDA and KEYTRUDA QLEX in combination with paclitaxel with or without bevacizumab for adults with PD-L1 positive disease defined as combined positive score of at least 1. The indication covers platinum-resistant epithelial ovarian, fallopian tube, or primary peritoneal carcinoma after 1 or 2 prior systemic regimens. The approval is supported by KEYNOTE-B96, also called ENGOT of 65, a Phase 3 study with 643 patients. Finally, Biofrontera said the FDA accepted the filing of a supplemental NDA for Ameluz photodynamic therapy for superficial basal cell carcinoma. Ameluz is aminolevulinic acid hydrochloride gel used with the RhodoLED red light lamp and it is currently approved in the United States for actinic keratosis. The FDA set a PDUFA target action date of 28 September 2026 for the superficial basal cell carcinoma submission. Stay ahead in oncology research. Like, share, and subscribe for our updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com.